What's up guys, Ryan here with Pew Deals, and we are having to film this part again because somehow I lost my footage. So what we are doing in this video is we are taking a look at the Palmetto State Armory Dagger Micro, and we are going to do a 1,000 pound, God I'm an idiot, a 1,000 round trigger pull test and see how this trigger reacts over the first 1,000 rounds. The idea that I got this from was actually a video from the Glock store where Lenny is talking about how most Glock triggers, after they've been shot a lot, 2,000, 3,000 rounds, come back into the store and they feel great and they soften up a lot as far as the poundage. They come from 6 down to 4.5 to 5, and they also smooth up a lot. And I want to test that out on this new Dagger Micro. I bought this with my own money. PSA did not send this to me. The optic is a Meprolight MPO-S. I have a lot of different Meprolight sights, love them. And yeah, this is the new model they released. 3-dot sights, threaded barrel, optics cut. This is an RMSC shield, and we have already cleared this prior to filming this. So the footage you're gonna see, I already filmed because like I said, I lost my footage here, but that is what we're doing today, and let's hop to it. Before we do that, like and subscribe, please, to Pew Deals. It really helps. And also YouTube, we don't sell anything. Stop taking our videos down and giving us strikes. We do not sell a single product. With that said, let's dive in. Thanks for watching.
Check out pewdeals.com, your ultimate destination for the latest in freedom-oriented gear and essentials. We don't sell products. Instead, we scout the market to bring you the best deals from trusted retailers. Whether you're looking for top-notch pews and pew accessories, or to stock up on Freedom Seeds, we've got you covered. We have daily updates on our homepage and a censorship-free search of over 70 retailers' product databases. If you're looking to save money on Freedom Seeds or find that super rare pew, we've got you covered. Check out pewdeals.com.
The trigger on this guy, so let's go ahead and show clear just for everybody, but we have cleared this many times. It's brand new and I haven't put any ammunition in it. Let's go ahead and get a trigger pull on this guy. And keep in mind, this is a defensive gun, not a carry gun, so don't expect light trigger pulls. That is right at 6 pounds. Let's reset and get one more on this guy. Oop, get in there. And that one broke just over 6 pounds, but as you can see, the placement of the gauge was a little different each time. So let's call it ballpark of 6 pounds. As far as the actual trigger pull, let me try to get the lighting right to show you this. So you do have a considerable amount of take up. Once again, it's a defensive pistol. This is not meant for comfortable competition style shooting or, you know, flat range kind of stuff. So there is a defined wall, then there's a little bit of creep, a little more creep. Oh, that was significant. And then finally the break, reset. Okay, audible, some more spongy, more, and then another break. So all right guys, checking in here on the Dagger Micro. We are in the middle of our 1,000 round dry fire trigger test to see what's going on with this trigger and if it softens up over the round count. So I'm currently at 600 dry fire trigger pulls, and how we are doing this is to rack the slide and pull the trigger, and to rack the slide and to pull the trigger. So rapid fire, dry firing, and I also have about 250 live rounds through this guy. So we started out at a 6 pound trigger pull, and if I can get this thing to pull properly while holding it, let's see how we measure up. Okay, there we broke. And it looks like we are a little over 5.5 pounds. So we've actually dropped some. And let's try it again. I'm gonna adjust myself so I can hold this stuff a little more securely. And pulling. Okay, there we broke. That time right at 5.5. Let's give one more for good measure. And trying to be consistent throughout this test on where I'm holding. And there we broke again. That one just under 6. We'll even give a 4th. And I'm gonna try to stay down at the bottom here, which I'm trying to be consistent, guys. It's really hard to do this on camera. Okay. That time, 5.5 as well. So we will dry fire the crap out of this thing, another 500 rounds, and we will reconvene. All right, guys, I am back. We are now a little over 1,000 rounds of total trigger pulls on the Dagger Micro here. And I would like to say also a shout out to Meprolight, because most of these dry fires have been like this off of the optic. My hands had time to heal, but it was quite red. And also my thumb kind of wore off onto the texture here. I would say if you're normally shooting, it wouldn't be an issue, but when you just sit here and literally dry fire this thing about 800 times, you give a little skin to it. So notable things that I have found by doing this is, first off, the trigger pull definitely feels like it has smoothed out a lot. The wall seems much more crisp, less like there is the smush, and I think you can even see it. So at first it felt like there was the wall, and then there was more, and then there was the break. But now it feels like when you pull, it's really easy to find that wall, and then beyond that, it's a really nice crisp break. As far as trigger pull goes, let's zero out the scale here, and we're gonna try to do this as similarly as we can. So what I'm trying to do is keep the trigger bar down here. I'm not pushing on it with my finger. I'm just trying to keep it at the same spot and keep the trigger or the entire pistol still. And that broke right at 5.5, sorry. Let's try that guy again, and trying once again to be down here at the bottom. It's really hard to do this when I don't have the pistol secured. It is not a competition trigger. It is still heavy. Okay, that one broke right at 5 pounds. Let's give it one more. And let's get it seated and then try to come, nope, 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 nope. That's what I want to avoid. I want to make sure that it's consistent from pull to pull. That one broke a little over 5.25. We'll give it one more before we wrap up here. So trying to stay, like I said, at the bottom of the trigger, not pushing with my left hand, just keeping the gun still. And that time we broke a little under 5.5. So about 3/4 pound has come off of this trigger over the first 1,000 rounds. I will say the slide is still gritty, and there are also some marks in here as well in the Cerakote where there's some kind of unexplained friction. If I can point to this right here and here, and then there's a little bit right here and a little bit right here. I'm sure it's really hard to see. And I'm not sure exactly where that's coming from or why that's there. And there's a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of a burr right there. I will address that and see if it makes any difference. But if I could just nitpick one thing, it would be that the slide action, so actually racking the slide, is just a little bit gritty. But I will say in the first 250-ish rounds that I ran through this guy, both unsuppressed and suppressed, I had 0 malfunctions. So I don't think it's anything you need to worry about. And the heavy trigger, you know, this is a concealed carry gun. This is not meant for competition. So I really doubt you're gonna feel the difference in a 5 1/4 versus a 6-pound trigger if you are pulling this to defend your life. But there you have it, Dagger micro trigger, 1,000 rounds of dry fire. We went from 6 pounds to about 5 1/4. And I have no doubt that as I put another 1,000 to 2,000 rounds on this guy, that trigger will continue to improve and smooth out just like the other Dagger triggers that I have. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more videos just like this, and have a great day.